Hey guys, welcome to part two of our first video explaining the Amazon product listing page. We're going to go ahead and look a little bit more in depth at our rank and how it relates to whether we decide to purchase a product or not. Rank plays in heavily with our three rules that I always mention to you guys, being we want to make sure there's a good rank for a product. We want to make sure that there's good ROI for the product, and we want to make sure that we're focusing on a normal color. And I'll tell you why those things might change, but we'll go ahead and get more in depth now. So let's go ahead and scroll down here. We're going to go and look at our rank again. Currently, the rank is at 4,000, so we know that that's a good rank. We always try to keep our ranks under 50,000, even better under 20,000, but sometimes that case doesn't hold up, and I'll show you examples of that. So with this being ranked 4,000, we know that this is a product worth looking at. We're looking at our sales price as well as our size. We have to keep that in mind. And our rank focuses on the combined ranking of this entire listing. So that means that all of these shoes together are ranked 4,000. So some products are going to have less shoes, some might have more shoes, and the rank adjusted there might mean it's either better or worse. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So let's go ahead and look at this different page. This is an Air Jordan. We'll go ahead and scroll down here. These are ranked 30,000, but if you look closely up here, there's only three different colors of this shoe. In my opinion, I think this is actually a better buy than the Pegasus, just because you are going to be in buy box contention at least a third of the time here, and the rank is still under our 50,000 threshold. We can go ahead and look at one more example. This is the women's Fiora Flyknit. For whatever reason, this is not on the main listing, so we're going to go ahead and scroll down and see that this rank is 122,000. That might sound scary, but all that means it sells a little bit slower, but every single sale is going to be of this color versus on the Pegasus where one might be the black white, one might be the gray black, something like that. So all three of these are ranked a little bit differently, and you kind of have to decide where you feel about rankings. The higher the ranking, the slower it's going to sell. But going back to our Pegasus example, if we're going to go ahead and get this pink color of the Pegasus, you know that that's not going to sell nearly as fast as the black-white. With that being said, sometimes making the purchase of this pink Pegasus is actually a good play. It's just a longer term play. You buy this pink Pegasus, maybe you don't buy 5 of every color and you only buy 1. That's kind of up to you, but you have a longer term that's going to sell it, and since it's not as popular, then more people aren't going to buy it, so you're not going to have that pricing war like you might with a black-white or a gray-white or something like that. So we're going to continue on and look at this Pegasus here as far as whether or not we're going to buy it. So we're able to sell it for $129. We've pulled it up on a website that we purchase shoes from for $89.88. So what we want to do is pull up our fulfillment calculator, which we've sent you the link in on the email, and we're going to plug in those two numbers. So we're going to try a product and put the ASIN in right here. That'll bring up just blank columns. Right here, we're going to put in how much we paid for it. Right here, we're putting in how much it's selling for. It's going to calculate all the fees that Amazon's going to take. And down here, it's going to show you your net profit and your net margin. Our net margin is a lot different than our ROI. Inventory Lab calculates ROI. Net margin is calculated by the fulfillment calculator here. We always want to be looking to have a minimum ROI of 20%. So this is calculated differently. I can explain to you in person if you don't understand, but it is showing you that you're going to make $9 on this $90 investment. That ends up being about a 10% ROI, so that doesn't come close to hitting our mark. So for this example, we're going to go ahead and move on and not purchase this color of this shoe. It doesn't mean that we're going to walk away from the Pegasus completely. We're just going to check to see if we can find another color or a different size that might be a little bit better. Whenever you're looking at your fee calculator, you want to make sure that you're trying to aim for that 20%, because keep in mind, everyone's going to be trying to fight you for buy box, especially the people that don't have the repricers. So this is just going to constantly drop. So you want to make sure that you're finding something with a good rank so it sells quick enough that this price doesn't drop too fast that you're missing out on your big ROI. So you want to make sure you have a little bit of a cushion here. That's why this would not necessarily be a good purchase. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video.